One of the benefits of using an electronic leave system is that you can view your team's leave history in real time. All the requests, with the exception of any requests that you push back and then the employee cancels, will be detailed in the approver screens. To view an employee's leave request history, you must navigate to the Absence Request History page by clicking on Main Menu, Manager Self-Service, Time Management, View Time, and Absence Request History. The Absence Request History page will list all your direct and indirect reports. In this example, the approver has only direct reports. Everyone listed reports directly to the approver, Daphne. If this approver had indirect reports, you would see a plus sign next to the employee's name. To view the indirect reports, click on the plus sign. To view an employee's request history, simply click on the Select button. Let's look at Lorraine's history. At the top of the Absence Request History screen, the employee's name is displayed. The requests displayed are based on a date range, which is displayed in the From and Through boxes in the format of month, day, year. All requests, with the exception of requests that you pushed back and the employee canceled, are listed. In this example, the requests automatically displayed for May 3rd to October 30th, 2016. You can change the dates you would like to review by typing the dates in the From and Through boxes in the format of month, day, year, and clicking on Refresh. You also have the option to select the dates you would like to review by clicking the calendar buttons and selecting the dates for From and Through. You can change the month and year by using the drop-down boxes. Simply click on the arrows, select the appropriate month and year, and click Refresh. You can sort the leave requests by using the links provided. For example, you can click on View All and all requests will display. The last link will show the most current requests at the top of the list, while the first link will list your oldest request at the top of the page in the date specified. You can also use the Find link to look for a specific leave request. Once you click Find, a dialog box will appear. If you enter the date of the request, for example, and click on OK, the request will appear if it is within the date specified in the From and Through boxes. Next, let's look at how to read the requests. Within the Absence Request History box, there are 8 columns. You can change how any of these columns are sorted by clicking on the name of the column. For example, if you click on Status, the column will sort based on the status of the requests listed. In the Absence Name column, you will see the leave type the employee requested. In this example, the employee has requested annual leave, sick leave, injury on duty, and day of injury, between the dates May 3rd to October 30th. There are various other leave types available, including unpaid leave that will display depending on the leave types the employee has requested. For all the leave requests listed, the absence name is showing in blue underline. This indicates that the request was entered using SSLA. You can see the details of any of these requests by clicking on the blue underlined absence type. Let's take a quick look at the annual leave request for July 20th and 21st that was denied. The request details screen is broken into 5 sections. The first section is employee information, which shows the employee's name and position. Next is the request details that includes the leave type, dates, and duration of the request. The workflow details the current status of the request, as well as the Request As field. The Request History box shows a history of the statuses, any actions taken, and all comments. The final section is Absence Management. In this box, the approval status is shown for all levels of approval required, with each approver's name listed. In this example, the request only routed to one approver who denied the request. On the bottom of the page, a Return to Absence Request History link will bring you back to the list of all requests for the specified period and employee. In the second column of the Absence Request History page, the status of the requests are listed. A submitted request means that you, the approver, have not actioned the request and it is still pending your review. In the second line of this example, the annual leave request was denied. There are multiple reasons you would deny a leave request. The employee may not have enough leave hours to cover their request. The employee may not be entitled to the leave type selected, or for operational reasons, you may not be able to have the employee out of the office on the dates requested. The final status showing is approved. In this case, the leave requested has been approved by all levels and the employee can take the time off as requested. Requests may also show in a pushback status, which means the approver sent the request back to the previous level, either to the employee or the previous approver in the approval chain. The employee can save the requests and submit them at a later date. These requests will be shown as saved. You may also see the status Approved PRC for requests that require multiple levels of approval. This status means that one or more approvers has approved the request and it has been forwarded to the next level for approval. The next two columns are Start Date and End Date. For each request, you will see when the leave requested begins and ends. For the first leave request listed, annual leave was requested for August 4th and 5th. Remember, you will only see requests that are within the dates in the From and Through fields. So if you can't find a leave request, check the dates in these two fields to confirm the request is within the specified times. The duration column lists the total hours requested. So, for example, the first request listed was for 14 hours of leave. For each request, you will see who submitted the request in the Requested By field. If the approver submitted the request, Manager will be listed, while requests that were completed by the employee will show as Employee. Requests that were completed prior to the introduction of self-service leave by a time/absence keeper, as well as any leave requests completed by Compensation and Benefits will show as Admin. PeopleSoft uses the number of hours the employee is scheduled to work on any given day to calculate the number of hours of leave requested for full days off. So, for example, if the employee works 7 hours a day, Monday to Friday, and they request Wednesday off, their request will show as 7 hours. If the employee's schedule is updated in PeopleSoft to 8 hours for that Wednesday after the request has been approved, then the amended duration will reflect the new number of hours, 8, and 8 hours will be deducted from the employee's leave balance. The original request will not change. It will reflect 7 hours because at the time of the request, the employee was scheduled to work 7 hours. Please note that even if the employee has taken the leave requested, if the scheduled hours change for the dates the employee was off, the system will automatically change the hours deducted from the leave balance using the new scheduled hours and record the hours used in amended duration. If there are no changes to the employee's schedule for the dates requested, then this field will be blank. The final column in the Absence Request History page is Edit. In this column, you will either see Edit as a button you can click on and make changes to the request, or it will be grayed out, which means you can no longer make changes. As an approver, the only time the Edit button will not be grayed out is if you completed the request on the employee's behalf and then canceled it. In this case, you can edit it because you completed the request. However, the employee cannot, but they can see it. On the bottom of the page, you will see a Return to Direct Reports link, which will bring you back to the Absence Request History page that lists all your direct and indirect reports. Before we move to the next section of the training, let's test our knowledge. Question number 1. True or false? Based on the screenshot shown, all Charles's leave requests are listed for the 2016-2017 fiscal year. The answer is B, false. The requests shown are for May 3rd to October 30th. Question number 2. Based on the screenshot shown, who completed the annual leave request for September 5th? Was it A, the employee, or B, the manager? The answer is A, employee. Question number 3. True or false? Based on the screenshot shown, I can make changes to the annual leave request on August 22nd. The answer is B, false. I can view the request details, however, I cannot make changes to the request. You will notice that the Edit button is grayed out.